The agenda of this video is to talk about the leaked information. If you've heard about this the last coming days, there's been leaked information in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that information showcases a couple of DLC options or expansion that will be happening soon. Or an update of some sort. Let me get some bone scrap here. Try and do this live as well. Just give me a moment. Get some bone scrap. Make sure it's safe. In case Leatherface tries to jump us at any point in the game. Or I jump him. But with that leaked information, there's been 3 segments that came out of it. One being based on a potential new family member. Another being based on a potential new other character, being a victim class or victim character to use. And also a new map. So, with that potential there, in the first instance of a DLC highlighting all 3, it gets kind of interested. You know? Is that good enough to keep the game alive and keep it kicking? That one DLC to have one new map, one new character, and also one new killer? Is that good enough? And to a certain degree, I think yes. And it will bring some energy to the game, revitalize it to a certain degree, and depending on how the map plays, more important than how the map plays, the exits are unique to that map only and don't exist in any other map, like new objectives and such. That's going to be a game changer. Absolute game changer. Either way, it'll take a day or two, you'll have some fun on it and enjoy it, and hopefully the characters can keep you excited for the next DLC drop or the next expansion. That's the goal. And within this expansion, we're going to try and get to some detail without showing the information itself, because I don't want to spoil the fun of actually seeing it on day one for the mates that want to see it when it comes out. But you can do your own research in your own discretion if you want to double check into them. But there's a couple characters, one being called Nancy, and her name is actually Black Nancy, but she's got a bit of lore with Johnny, raised Johnny to a certain degree. Very interesting. Very cool. And it comes down to ability. Essentially, I think she replaces one of the roles, being Cook or Johnny, like that type of role in a match, which is now going to help with slowing down the game to a certain degree. She has an ability, say if a doorway is open like this, or there's a hallway in some sort of way, she's able to barricade from left to right like a barbed wire. A certain player will be able to walk through his barbed wire, and if I get by the barbed wire, I'm now slowed, and I can't walk as fast. And also, anytime I walk, there's a sound indicator on the floor that showcases my location to the enemy team. So it now becomes an information perk and also a great damage perk at the same time. I'm thinking you're going to take a bit of bleed damage, and also they're going to gain information. You make more noise, more information for them, and the family has a great chance of killing you. Obviously, you lose the power role of Cook, or maybe a role of Johnny, to a certain degree. If you want to play those 2 classes, you got a chance there. But that's how you fixate it and fix it. You know, that's like the way the class works. It fits that role and that playstyle. This is actually really bad. Let me heal up. So yeah, she replaces that role. She seems kind of cool. She carries a rake to a certain degree, like a farming rake. And she's like a grandma to a certain degree as well. So, elderly woman killing people. Hilarious. I 100% agree. And I think it'd be a really fun mechanic to have in the game. That's pretty much the fundamentals of that character and how she works. Her perk as well could be unique or be just the universal perks in the game. But she'll have some uniques to help her out, most likely. Like how all the killers and family members have. They have usually 1 or 4 uniques to a certain degree on each skill tree. Alongside that, she has an ability where she's able to like sense your location. She gets a vision, and through those visions, she knows where you are. She gets like a blurry claustrophobia yellow lens vision onto your location. Say if I'm standing here and she's on the other side, like way further down or above ground, she can actually lock into my position, know where I'm at, and she can see this indicator, my screen. Like my FOV, my point of view, my perspective, she sees it all. And then that gives her information. She can go chase the enemy there or delegate that information to her team. So that's what it seems like it's going to be at the current time with that perk system. Someone jump down here? I heard someone. So that's her abilities, and she seems quite interesting and quite fun for that aspect. Longevity-wise, we don't know how it's going to play out and how fun it's going to be longevity, but once we get it, we'll enjoy it. We're going to make sure some of these doors are open. Then we'll go for pressure valve. And alongside that, we have a new victim as well. His name is Danny, and this character, also like all victims, they're pretty much like reskins to a certain degree. And the most important part is their core ability. The core ability will highlight a mechanic which is able to keep fuse boxes or pressure valves or one of the exits guaranteed open. So it can't be closed. Essentially, once he's opened an exit, after investigating it, it can't be closed. So, I don't know how long that cooldown is going to be for that ability, but it sounds pretty nuts. And it guarantees 1 escape per game if he's able to investigate that extraction point And after a set time of investigating, he's able to keep that door or that escape open for a set duration. And it's pretty much guaranteed no intervention from the family team at all. So it's a guaranteed escape. So that will change the dynamic of some of the maps being easily accessible for enemies just to win. So I'll just die there. I don't want to be there. Let me find the valve. It should be over here. So that's the victim class. It obviously is not as crazy as the family class because obviously it only has a core ability that changes and the perks are universal and shared. So that's something to keep in mind. And alongside that, we have a new map being based on a junkyard, which is where I think Nancy grew up or Nancy lives in some essence. And that new map will obviously be based on the junkyard elements. The theme will be based on that as well. And I'm expecting a more open map, like gas stations to a certain degree, with some debris covering certain locations so you can move around. And some POIs, like little sheds or houses to hide yourself there too. Oh, it's in that corner down there. Oh, wow, that's really bad. Okay, I gotta go over there for the valve. So that is pretty much what we're expecting from the first expansion, from the leaked information. A new map based on Junkyard, the new family member, Nancy, the new victim, being Danny, and their core abilities and how they work in that fundamentals are there. What I'm hoping for when it comes to this is an indication that this leaked information is a tone to set for future DLCs, where the future DLC will actually showcase more of these options of a new map, new killer, new family member, new victim, what it may be, all together, all in conjunction. Every time we expect DLC, we expect those to come out at the same time. I think that'd be really fun to see and really enjoyable because what will end up happening, there will always be a interjection of members or mates of the player base coming back to revisit these DLCs and play it for themselves and enjoy the new experience. So I do believe that this game will have a bit of trouble right now, highlighting the core experience, where sometimes it can be a bit stale. After a while, if you know the maps off by heart and know everything, and you've pretty much done everything in the game, it becomes much easier. Oh shit, he went back. Nice. That's bad. I'm dead. I'm dead. No! No! I try and move. I should have healed there. I didn't think he was going to see me. Oh my god, I didn't think it. But with that aspect, usually the DLC is supposed to set the tone of what's going to happen next. You know, what's going to happen with the game, what's going to happen with longevity, and that's pretty much the future state of the game. I'm expecting a new map every time, new character for both sides, no matter what, and hopefully that's enough to keep the player base coming back and enjoying the game at certain points, and even longevity-wise, when the game's out for a year, hopefully there's enough content and enough stuff there, so when a new player comes into the game after seeing content of a new map, they're like, you know what, let me jump into the experience of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and there's so much content to enjoy, and it's so many hours, because right now I'm at 130 hours of game time at full release, and that's nuts, and I could only expect it to go even higher with the amount of time we put into the game and enjoy. So I'm hoping that this new content sets that tone, delivers that content, and it actually feels impactful. Because my only concern right now is, will the games feel that impactful match to match? And that might be something we have to discuss in a future video. Because that is a dilemma that I think is happening with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, is that aspect there. But we can talk about that after. That was the leaked information about the game, and what we expect for the future, and what it's going to set for the tone for future DLC, expansions, and what we're going to get overall. And our teammate here is getting completely annihilated. Oh, nice counter. Well done, well done. But tell me your thoughts in the chat about what you think about leaked information and the DLC overall. Are you excited for this DLC? Are you willing to wait until it comes out? If so, how long? Because we don't know when it's going to come out. Oh, that's unfortunate. Death. And just want to hear your thoughts about it. Have a discussion in the comments, in the chat. Love to know. That's been it for this video. Hope you mates did enjoy this. If you were mates on the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow us on Twitch, join the Discord, show the support. It is greatly appreciated. It means the world.